Three horrible booking decisions made by AEW and Tony Khan from Full Gear 2024. In this video, I'm going to list all three of them, why I believe they were absolutely horrible. And this is not an anti-AEW, video. Look, I've supported AEW, I cover AEW, I've bought tickets to AEW. So, with that being said, look, this show, it'll be talked about for various reasons, whether it was the in-ring return of MJF, who hasn't worked a match in 2 months, whether it was the chaotic finish, Jon Moxley retained the AEW World Heavyweight title, the Daniel Garcia championship win. There's a multitude of reasons why this pay-per-view will be discussed, and let's get into it. Okay, number 3, it is the post-match antics behind MJF and Roderick Strong, right? So for months, ever since last World's End, they've been building up MJF to Adam Cole, but we didn't get that on this show. They continuously go with this weird storyline. So instead of Adam Cole facing MJF, they had Roderick Strong since he won 3 straight matches. Now, MJF went over Roderick Strong, made him tap out. That was expected, right? It was the aftermath of the thing that just went off the rails for me. So MJF did a spot where he put Roderick Strong's elbow in a chair and stomped on it. Been there, done that, seen that. Okay. The problem was Adam Cole ran out, but he also came out with Undisputed Kingdom, including Kyle O'Reilly. What I did not like about this, Undisputed Kingdom should never have been out there with Adam Cole. They continuously put people into the storyline that don't need to be there, right? You should have just had MJF and Adam Cole interacting. Now, I understand that they had Undisputed Kingdom with Adam Cole when he turned on MJF, but newsflash, Adam Cole is a babyface and MJF is the heel. Right? So you would want the babyface to be alone instead of coming out in numbers. That's usually a heel tactic. And Kyle O'Reilly ended up blaming Cole for what happened to Roderick Strong, yada, yada, yada. But it didn't play out very well. And it doesn't make any sense if you're looking at it from a babyface standpoint, because you just want to see the babyface get his revenge. You don't want him to go out there and, kick the guy in the nuts and then run him over with a car to get it done. Right? That's not a babyface tendency. That's not the way you book a babyface. Therefore, I felt like this segment just absolutely fell apart. Number 2, it was Takeshita versus Ricochet for the International Championship. Now, look, this show going into it, we only had about 5 title matches, which is actually unheard of for AEW. Regardless, this was one of them. And going into it, we knew that Ricochet wasn't favored to win the championship, but I actually thought that he needed to win the championship. Look, they previously did a triple threat with Ricochet and Takeshita, and that is obviously how Will Ospreay dropped the championship, right? Kyle Fletcher got involved, yada, yada, yada. That was several months ago. Ricochet is continuously used on television and at pay-per-view events. That's good, because he's a big name. Let me rephrase that. He's a name with a big money contract from WWE who can work his tail off but can't draw flies. So you have him in there. And he's winning matches on television. I love that. I think that's a great thing. Wins and losses matter. The only problem is you book him against Takeshita, who he's still trying to find his way in AEW, and I don't even is someone against him being international champion. But the fact of the matter is, how many times are you going to book Ricochet in championship matches and he just falls short? I think if you really want to establish Ricochet outside of just being a guy that puts on great matches, someone that you can build around, someone that you have high expectations for, then I think you should have considered putting the championship on him here. But they didn't do that. And why do they not do that? Well, it comes from the very tippy top. AEW and Tony Khan do not believe that storylines matter. Let's just be real. AEW exists purely to put on great matches. That is it. It does not matter whether or not you can speak or not. It's the matter of, can you draw a 5-star rating from Dave Meltzer? That's just the reality of the situation, and that's why AEW is capped in a lot of ways. It's a great promotion. It's got a great roster. I want it to succeed, But at the end of the day, that is what they book around. And as someone who is driven on storyline purposes, and I could care less about whether or not this is going to be a great match or not, it infuriates me with the way this company books, because it's one of the reasons why they've fallen where they've fallen in the last, 2 years or so. When it's like, can we grow past the hardcores, right? But Ricochet, I felt like, should have won here, but they obviously didn't think that he should have, which I think was a mistake. Okay, at number 3, it is the post-match antics behind MJF and Roderick Strong, right? So for months, ever since last World's End, they've been building up MJF to Adam Cole, but we didn't get that on this show. They continuously go with this weird storyline. So instead of Adam Cole facing MJF, they had Roderick Strong, since he won 3 straight matches. Now, MJF went over Roderick Strong, made him tap out. That was expected, right? It was the aftermath of the thing that just went off the rails for me. So MJF did a spot where he put Roderick Strong's elbow in a chair and stomped on it. Been there, done that, seen that. Okay. The problem was Adam Cole ran out, but he also came out with Undisputed Kingdom, including Kyle O'Reilly. What I did not like about this, Undisputed Kingdom should never have been out there with Adam Cole. They continuously put people into the storyline that don't need to be there, right? You should have just had MJF and Adam Cole interacting. Now, I understand that they had Undisputed Kingdom with Adam Cole when he turned on MJF, but newsflash, Adam Cole is a babyface and MJF is the heel, right? So you would want the babyface to be alone instead of coming out in numbers. That's usually a heel tactic. And Kyle O'Reilly ended up blaming Cole for what happened to Roderick Strong, yada, 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 but it didn't play out very well, and it doesn't make any sense if you're looking at it from a babyface standpoint, because you just want to see the babyface get his revenge. You don't want him to go out there and, kick the guy in the nuts and then run him over with a car to get it done, right? That's not a babyface tendency. That's not the way you book a babyface. Therefore, I felt like this segment just absolutely fell apart.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video from WrestleSTAR. If you enjoyed that, consider hitting the subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you are notified every single time we upload new wrestling content here to the channel. If you would, like button, that helps us tremendously. I'd love to hear what you had to say about today's video. Leave a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, helping change my and family's life, and I will see each and every one of you in the next video.